Hey, everybody, welcome to Free for All Friday. The folks are here, and I see J Dub in the building. Say it for me.
Gagrius.
I am so terrible with that name. I can't do it. I just can't.
Yeah, Bo
I'm
Gagria.
sorry, man. I really am. J Dub in the building. Good morning, man. Nice to meet you on Facebook, too, man. Awesome. And Bo, what's up? What's up? All right, Kurt.
Hey.
Let's bring Kurt in today.
Hey, what up? Welcome to the show, people. You know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the prowl. Your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And you always Free for All Friday is brought to you by the Delightful Bites Cookie Company. You'll find a delight in every bite of these cookies. Custom cookies for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. All right, Jim, It's time to bring in the panel. Who do you got coming in first?
Let's bring in the panel right now, who we have right now. And first, it's going to be the queen of the prowl, Bears fan, unfortunately. But, Val, what's up?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Time to talk some Lions football. It's Free for All Friday, baby.
It is, isn't it?
Friday.
Okay, all right.
Hey, it's Saturday, Sunday. What's going on?
Man, I can't wait for Saturday, Sunday right now. I'm a little tired this week. All right, now we're going to bring in Maniac Tim. Sorry, now we're going to bring in Maniac Tim. What's up, Tim?
Hey, not much. Just getting ready for a nice show. Great day.
Yeah, me too. I don't know who the Facebook user is. I hate that. They don't show us who that is. How do you guys feel about 5 wins? We got to bring in the panel first. And here he is from Orem's Forum. Awesome, dude. Mark Orem, what up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys? How you doing? I just saw this late, man. I decided to jump in, man. Thanks a lot for the invite, man.
Oh, appreciate you being here, man. That's the panel for right now. Rachel Marie Sports should be coming in. We'll see how that goes. What's up, Cap? Ice Cold. J-Dub in the building. Bruce Betterly, what's up, man? Facebook user asked this question. I'll put it out there for you real quick. How do you guys feel about the 5 wins over under on the Lions? I say we can get 6 wins. What do you think? I got it 5-7. Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, I have the Detroit Lions going about 5-12 this year. Maybe possibly 6 wins. See what happens if Aaron Rodgers comes back. If he's crying or not, I don't know what's going on with that guy. So, but I got the team going at about 5-12. Hopefully 6-11. We're a building team right now, so I think we're gonna see some bumps and bruises along the way, and we're just gonna build because I think we have too many holes right now. So 5-12.
All right, so I'm going to defer to my host with the most, Kurt Steele, for the first question.
Okay, let's get it going. All right, sideline report thinks DeAndre Swift will get over 1,000 yards this season. Do you agree with that assessment? We'll go with the big guest first. Mark, what you got?
I think he's capable. If you're looking at it talent-wise with DeAndre, he's capable of getting 1,000 yards. And with this O-line that they're trying to build here, I think our bread and butter is going to be the run game. So I could see him getting 1,000 yards, but you have to play some defense too to establish a running game, and that's the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about is the defense being able to stop people so we can run the ball and run the clock out. So, but if you're looking at a talent perspective, for sure, I can see DeAndre Swift getting about 800 to 1,000 yards for sure.
All right, that's good. That sounds feasible. All right, Maniac Tim, what you got, man?
Well, of course, I want him to do it, and I think it's possible as long as he gets the touches. The O-line is good, opens up the holes and makes those lanes. I think he will, because he's going to be the premier running back. So I really excited to see the new system, and I really think he will, as long as he gets the carries and stays healthy.
Right, I feel that. All right, we'll go to the Queen next. Val, our resident Bears fans, how do you think the DeAndre Swift will do this year? Can he get over the 1,000 yards that sideline report thinks he will get?
I have to agree with Mark's sentiment there. I believe that it's possible that he will, but it also does depend on that run game. I mean, it's been a difficult thing for the Lions to establish. So if they can establish that, it's definitely a possibility.
Right. I feel that. Jim, what do you think, man? I know what I feel, but what do you think?
I think the difference is here. If he stays healthy, we have 17 games. It's much easier to do, even in a two-back system, because we're going to be concentrating on running the ball out of that spread. At least that's what I see with this team.
Mm-hmm.
And if we do that and we do spread it out, we have a good offensive line. If he can be the main back, and then Jamal Williams is going to get his too, I still think he could get 1,000 yards based on that 17 game season. That's a long damn season, guys.
Yeah.
17 game season. I think that he could achieve that, especially if he stays healthy.
Right. Yeah. Let's go to the new man to the panel coming in. Let's introduce him first. My man, LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, brother? Welcome to the panel. The question is, Sideline Reports thinks DeAndre Swift can get over 1,000 yards this season. Do you think that that's possible?
What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. Thanks for having me on, of course. And to answer that question, I do. I think that he'll get over 1,000 yards. And when I thought of that, I wasn't even remembering that we had a 17-game season. So, yeah, for sure, I can see him getting 1,000. Maybe like 1,100 on the ground and 500 or 600 through the air and everything like that. So about 1,700 yards from scrimmage in total.
Right. Okay. I'm looking at the situation myself just to kind of close out the question. I think he's capable, like you all have said. He has the tools to do it. It all depends on how the offense and how the distribution of the carries go with Jamal Williams being on the roster. There's no really big drop off when he comes into the game. So I don't know if it's going to be a solid like 1-2 punch where it's kind of divvied up evenly, or will DeAndre Swift be the featured back? We got to see how Anthony Lynn's going to play this, and going forward. So that's just my kind of wait and see. But I think he's capable of doing it if he gets in the game. What you got, LL?
I got it. Well, since you said that, and I thought about this yesterday, I was talking with some friends of mine about Deuce Staley. When Deuce Staley was in Philly, he was a part of a committee, and that was a really good committee, but nobody was like the guy until the committee broke up. But so now that you said that, dang, I'm interested to see how they might divvy it up. So maybe he might get right at 1,000, or maybe not so much past, because they might. If he's involved, then maybe they'll all be, it'll be some kind of running back by committee.
Right.
Let's shout out the chat real quick. There you go. Yeah, Brian Stover, Dan Wood, Miles Gibbs, Matthew Ferguson, John Kapler in the building. He's got some videos out too. Keith Holly in the building. So yeah, we got a lot of people commenting and stuff. We really appreciate it. Just save your questions to the end, and about 11:40, we're going to start into those questions. 11:45.
Definitely.
So just putting that out there.
Hey. We always on Free for Our Friday got a new sponsor, Delightful Bites Cookies. Go over there, check them out on Facebook. Get your cookie on over there. Next question, what we have is look into your crystal ball. I don't know if I have one, as ESPN or BSBN did the 31st. and where do you the 31st rank team? What do you think the Detroit Lions will be in the next future years? They picked us to be 31 out of 32 teams for our future. Looking into the future of the franchise, they look and say the next couple of years we'll still be where we're at right now. Where they have us is at 31. I don't know. That's a tough feat right there to have us at 31. We'll start with Val because she probably has us at 32. So we'll start at the bottom and work our way up.
Before I answer the question, I got to go back to this comment that Bruce Betterly did a minute ago. He says, "I've been MIA for a bit. I was influenced by Val. To paraphrase, if you got dumped, the best way to get over it is to jump back on." Val is right. I love you, Bruce Betterly. It's so funny. So but as far as BSPN's take on this, as an outsider, I can almost see their point in a way, and it's kind of harsh. But if you've looked at the pattern of the Lions, it's like the Lions have been so excited to start this new regime, and then somehow or another it falls apart. So I think that's where the approach that they're looking at it from. that it might fall apart in 3 years because, I mean, Patricia was supposed to bring the New England, Super Bowl wins and, and all of that stuff. So I think that's where they're going to. I don't think that that's where the Lions are going to be in 3 years. Maybe probably in the early 20 rankings. I could see them at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Fair assessment. And that's kind of where they're looking at. I know us as Lions fans, we look at it, especially with this regime, we're kind of looking at it like it's different, and it is built different. It feels different, especially the way that they're constructed with the coaching staff, the front office, and just the way that Sheila Ford Hemp is taking over the team and running it how she's running it. Not like her father, definitely not like her mom. So that's where the Lions fans can get a little irritated to what ESPN or, like Jim says, BSPN. I don't call it that, but it's saying that stuff. I never really take that stuff seriously because it's all conjecture. All right, next up, Mark, what you got on this? Do you think the Lions will be 31st in the next couple of years, as Jim calls them? BSPN said in their future rankings.
No, I don't think we're going to be ranked 31st, man. Like you guys said, this just feels a little bit different. Every regime we always say kind of the same thing. Oh, this is new. This is brand new. But it's a brand new feeling for me, anyways. Just watching them, the way they're handling this team, the way Holmes has gone about his business, the way Dan Campbell seems so energetic. Seems like he has an actual feel for the city. Like when they first showed Dan Campbell in that interview. In that introductory interview, he was like literally crying on the field with Sheila Ford when he walked onto the field for the first time in years. It feels different. We're building slowly. It looks like we're getting our O-line down. It looks like we're getting some running backs down. The quarterback situation will work itself out. I think the defense has to work itself out. I think they're going to really focus next year on that defense and build. So it's not going to stay at 31st. This is just what the media does. This is what the media done to us, and absolutely. I do understand it in a way because we just don't improve. Like we never improve. Every time we just get a step ahead, we take 3 steps back. So I kind of get it in a way, but it is BSPN being their usual selves. That's what they do. So I'm kind of used to it by now. But 31st, no, I think we'll go somewhere in the 20s, man. We'll be jumping up, man. We'll be climbing the ladder soon.
Well, I got us top 10 in 3 years. There's no way we're going to be 31st overall. To me, that's just impossible with the picks that we have, the money that we're going to have on the cap and all that stuff. For me, that's totally impossible for me. I don't get how that. I don't even get how they think, to be quite honest.
I don't even know, man.
It doesn't make any sense to me. But we got somebody new here, Luke G from Luke G's Field Review. What do you think about this question, Luke?
What's up, Luke G?
Oh my God! First of all, salute to everybody. When I saw Tim on the screen, I said, "Oh snap! They just pulled Tim off the shelf. Yes, let's go."
Oh yeah.
Okay. Listen, I'm sitting here listening to y'all, right? And you already understand how fast I'm working, so I can get on this show. And the first thing I thought to myself is why are we even wasting energy on this? Let's just be honest about what's going on here. They are attempting to play with our mental. You know what I mean? And the reason they're doing it is because they want us to buy into anything stupid. So just follow my logic. Follow my logic. Because think about it. They think this is Minority Report, right? They think that this is like somehow where I can predict what you're going to do in the future. So therefore, I should get you now. Who in the hell ranks a future? Like, how do you rank a future? What's the main criteria to ranking a future? Like, who did he call up? Did he call up Miss Cleo? Right? Did he what's the site? I want to know who's the person he called. Like what number do you dial to rank the future? I want to know where my future rank at with my damn siblings. Let's start there, right? The idea that this team is going to be 31st. How do you come up to this conclusion? Like how? And the worst part about it is this. This is when you know that there's lazy journalism because they can't come up with a topic. When they start talking about, no one may see this now, but 18 years from now, the Lions are going to be 31st. Like what? Where did you pull that from? It clearly wasn't your butthole. So where did that come from? I just want to know, what number do we dial to rank the future? Like Jim, I don't know if you know this or not, but your future right now, you're ranked like 176 out of America.
Maybe
according to BSPN's rankings. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Hey, Tim, what do you got on this? I am Maniac Tim. What do you think?
Okay, I think ESPN is BSPN because number one, people are buying into this. You're getting players that want to play for this team. You're getting coaches that want to see the city win. And you got fans that have been crying for this for years. We're doing our own thing now. We're not trying to copy other people and try to be the next Patriots. We're trying to be the Roaring Lions, the winning Lions. And we need to bring this to this team. And we need to stand up and say, hey, shut the heck up, ESPN, because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. They will increase. And I just hope that the Rams do us a favor and lose a lot of games so that we get a higher draft pick, because the worse the Rams do, it's a better for the Lions, because we got draft picks and I think we got coaches that know how to coaches and also the front office that knows how to really pick now and add talent and add players that want to be here.
Yeah.
And that want to win. And that's the thing. You're not going to have lazy people anymore.
Right.
You're going to have people that.
Tim.
I'm still here.
Tim.
So I'm just kidding.
Tim, are you telling me and the people that happy people are losers? Is that what you're telling me? Because that's what the media is trying to spread. They're trying to tell us that, like, oh, so what, the players are happy. So what, people feel like this is different. So what, they got a front office and they never had a front office or people with football minds making decisions. So what to all those facts? Let's just simply tell you this. You're too damn happy. And for that reason, you're 31st 4 years from now.
That's crazy. Dr. Detroit, hey, welcome to the chat. It's good to see you again.
Doctor's in.
And you know.
Oh, I hear you, Kurt, but I can't see you.
Can't see me?
Yeah, you're circling of death.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Circle of Death, here's Rachel Marie Sports. I'm just kidding. Rachel.
Hey guys, sorry I'm a little late. It's a little crazy.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm gonna hop out and hop back in, Jim.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, now I can see you. Don't
You're good now, buddy.
Okay, I'm good now.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. Good.
Rachel, what do you think about this question here? It says, look into your crystal ball. And this is from BSPN. That's what I call them. They have us 31st in the next 3 years. So future power rankings, they have us 31st in the league, with Houston only being the worst. What do you see in your crystal ball? Because, this don't look right to me.
In the next 3 years, I mean, it's like I could give them next year just based on the unknown. But the next 3 years, I'm sorry, that's just national media hate. Like, it's just the typical, it's bullshit. That's my opinion. I think that's just, I think it's almost outlandish. I think they like to rile us up.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just something that they love to do. I'm gonna give it back to Kurt now.
All right. Somebody said like Royce the 5'9". I don't know. I don't even know. Even somebody said that in the thing. I'm like, what? I don't think so. I know. I've seen Royce the 5'9". Okay. Yeah, not so much, brother. I don't know where you got that one from. Okay. All right. So just my thing about the ESPN thing before we close it out. Lions fans, I just said like I said it on Instagram earlier, we do not care. So all right, moving on. All right. Hold on. I need to go. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Jim switched the question on me. Hold on. All right. So LL, what do you think about this? The rankings, looking to your crystal ball, will the Lions be 31st in the next couple of years? Will they continue that ranking from ESPN?
Absolutely not. I got them top 10 with Jim. I'm gonna even say top 6. I'm gonna say we're gonna turn around. We're gonna turn around within these next few years, and whenever that next rankings come out, I think we have a different ranking. But I agree with Val. I can see, because if you don't know no better, that's just lazy journalism. If you just, you just whatever, you looking at the teams, it's like I'm gonna just I got the Lions somewhere, so I'll put them at the bottom because they're the Lions. It don't matter. But
Yeah.
if you really look at it, however you would consider it, a word to Luke G. Because I don't, whatever criteria, but whatever the criteria is, I don't really see how you could have us ranked that low. Like we got whatever, like however you look at our coaching staff, you can't say nothing bad about those. We do have a lot of draft capital. We have a lot of good young pieces. So if you want to, consider development or whatever it is, so I don't see how you could whatever equation you use, I don't see how you can come up with 31 for us, even if it's based on pass or whatever, anything. At some point, I'm certain they wasn't still ranking teams like the Browns that low. Even when they had all the hype or whatever it was, they ranked them high, or they ranked them higher than this. We don't have much hype, so I understand. But I don't know, not 31st. I say top 10, maybe even top 6. And just to add to the BSPN aspect, this was either this week or last week. They were talking about the possible landing spot for Deshaun Watson. I don't know how anybody feels about that. I think he's a phenomenal basketball or football player. I don't know about the other stuff, but I would like him here. But they said that Adam Schefter was like, "Oh, the Philadelphia Eagles have the absolute most draft capital, more than anybody else," and blah blah blah. I'm not even sure what they have, but I know we got something. Like you know what I'm saying, like we don't even get mentioned on it. Like they just whenever they get a chance. I believe I said it on here before. It's like whenever they get a chance, it's like, oh, we got to talk about the Lions. Let's just talk bad. Like
I figured it out though. I think I figured it out. So I think what they did was they called up Doctor Strange. That's what the Avengers did, right? The Avengers wanted to know all the possible outcomes before they took on Thanos, and Doctor Strange
I
never
remember
won.
that.
Yeah, that's what they did. They called him up. So, and I'm not messing with the mystical power. So you know what? They win. They win.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Where are we going now? Okay, we got another question coming up. Kurt, are you here?
Yeah. I'm having computer issues. I might have to be right
All right.
back.
I'll take care of that. Do you think the groin surgeries will help Okudah make a big jump this year, or is he another first-round bust? What a tough question. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Mark Oram. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, I don't think the kid's a bust, man. I think it's way too early. I know last year people were screaming bust right away, like into like week 3 already, with his injury. He was drafted. Bob Quinn drafted this kid knowing he had a groin problem or a core surgery, a core problem, whatever it was. And when you don't have a good defensive line, man, you're not going to succeed in the secondary. You have to have some type of help. He had no help. He's a rookie. It takes a couple of years to adapt to that position. It's not just, you can't just jump in right away and just be the guy. It takes a little bit of time. And him getting the surgery is good. I know he had to get a second surgery because if he didn't get the second one, the other one, his other core, whatever, on the other side could have erupted or ruptured, whatever. So he had to get 2 surgeries. He's going to be healthy. That's a good sign. Now we can start we can start gauging him now. He needs to start making some plays now. But one thing he was last year was he was very physical. He was a very physical corner. He didn't play well in the past, but maybe had a lot to do with his groin. And he just needs to get better. And I think the D-line's improved. He's going to get a lot of help. So just take it easy on calling this kid a bust. He's not a bust. It's his second year. I think he's going to be special for us down the road.
I think it's his first year in some ways. I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
He has to have to hit reset on him, I think.
Yep.
It is way too early. If you remember, Darius Slay didn't play really well in his first year or so, and he didn't have an injury. So just imagine what this kid can do, healthy. I mean, he got burned by quite a few people, but I mean, who doesn't get burned by Devontae Adams or some people like that? I mean, he went up against the best, and I think I think we just need to hit the reset button on him and not be too quick to judge. That's just my opinion. What do you think about it, LL Cool Torrance?
I agree. I think that it's way too early to call him a bust, and you got to give him a shot. Like it wasn't. If you want to go back to that futures thing, if you just look at what's happening, you just said the D line should be much improved, and he has what should be very good coaching around him. So we just gotta, it's way too early.
Yeah, way too early on that. All right. Let's go to Maniac Tim. What do you think about this?
Well, I think last year, like I said, we can just throw all that away because he was injured for one. All right. He was also in a much different defense than what he's in now. So I think that, the improved defense and also him being healthy is really he's going to be able to shine. And that's what I'm hoping. And hey, don't judge him by his past. Always look forward. He's going to go ahead and really just open it up.
I like this comment from Matthew Ferguson. He says Okudah has Aaron Glenn and Aubrey Pleasant. Guarantee he plays up to his potential. But what is that potential? I don't know. But he will be better. Dr. Detroit says I think Okudah, unfortunately, is going to be a bust on where he was picked and what he is able to do for the team. He can't tackle well. I still think he can tackle well, but is always going to be speed. I don't know what that means.
The speed is always going to be
It's
always going to be an issue. And for the panel, I came with this question. And there's going to be people, and like Dr. Detroit, that's always going to believe he's going to be a bust. There are going to be people, no matter what he does out there on the field, they think just because of where he was drafted, if he doesn't, he's not a Hall of Fame player, he's going to be a bust. If he's not a, quote unquote, the next Deion Sanders or someone like Revis Island or something up there of that magnitude, that he's a bust. That's not the case always. It's just is what it is. Sometimes, like this thing, the guy had an injury coming out of college. And of course he overcompensated when one side of your body's hurt, the other side overcompensates and can be injured as well. That's why they operated on both sides with that report coming out from Ian Rappaport with the injuries, and the doctor operated on both sides, one to repair one side, and then you just kind of go ahead and tighten it up to make sure the other side is going to be good to go as well. Do I think that he can live up to the third overall pick? Probably not. Because to be a third overall pick as a cornerback, you're a generational talent like a Deion Sanders. And how many times are those guys coming around in the league? Very few times. So I don't think he'll be a bust, but I think he'll be a much improved player.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was going to go over here because someone said something to Mark. If you want to respond to it, cool. If you don't, that's fine. But I thought I'd give you the opportunity at least, He says, Mark. Mark, last year was not a fair evaluation. No training camp, OTAs, or preseason, and on injury was a trial by fire. I don't think you said anything different than that, but.
No, J-Dub. Yeah, I know J-Dub, man. J-Dub's cool. And for sure, man, like that is a big thing. No training camp, OTAs, preseason. That didn't help the situation. It probably actually would have hurt Okudah more because he would have been out there and practicing. So, and he was hurt. He was actually hurt when we drafted him. And Bob Quinn knew this. He's such an idiot that he drafted a corner knowing that he had a torn groin or whatever, ruptured core. So it's like, you know what I mean? It just, those wouldn't have even helped him. So J-Dub is 100% right. It's just a tough situation that Okudah was in last year. So it hurt him.
Mark, I have a caveat on what Mark said. Just because it didn't have OTAs, that may have been a reason why he played during the season. Because if they would have had OTAs, they would have sat him out last year because they knew he was injured to the fact where he wasn't going to be played up to his potential because they had OTAs.
I still think last year is a fair assessment. It is what it is. He ain't the only one that didn't go to OTAs and practice and stuff like that. He ain't the only one. At best, in my opinion, he's a safety. And he got exposed as a cornerback. He got exposed against Michigan. Nobody talks about how Donovan Peoples-Jones and Nico Collins consistently torched him for drop passes. They consistently got open and drop passes, and he was draped all on the few plays that they was on. But that should have been called pass interference. But it's Ohio State, and they're not going to call it. What you saw last year, was it as bad as it was? No. Was it going to be that way? No. To get back to the question, is he ever going to be considered a bust? No, but he's never going to live up to the third overall pick. It's just not possible for him to do it. And Kurt is spot on with that. No matter what he does, he needs to be a Hall of Famer to live up to being a third overall pick. I took a lot of heat for making a video saying he ain't worth the top 10 pick, let alone the third pick. and I think it's going to age well. But the reality is his assessment from last year is fair. There was other cornerbacks who still did well and didn't have no OTAs.
Yeah, I
So we
disagree
can't-
with that, Luke. And the reason I disagree is because he was injured too. That
He was
cuts your
injured. He was
speed
hurt.
down and your mobility. I disagree with that. I think we need to give him a little bit of time. You may be right in the end. I don't know that. But I'm saying give the kid a little break, man. Give him some time. All right, Rachel. Rachel, what do you think about this? You've been very quiet, and I appreciate you and everything. So I want to get you in, man.
Personally, I hate holding a player up to the standard of like, are they going to show us the value of where they were drafted? Because in my opinion, if that was the wrong place to draft them, that's not his fault. That's not on him. That has absolutely actually nothing to do with his play after the fact in the NFL. It has everything to do with how our GM at the time assessed his play in college and made what could have been a right or a wrong decision. But I hate basing what I think about the player on that fact, because to me, really, it's not his fault he was taken third overall. And what I will say kind of on the back end of what Luke said, that injury, I don't know if any of you have had a groin injury before, but it affects your mobility in almost every way. I grew up playing a bunch of sports, but specifically cheerleading, and had multiple groin injuries in cheerleading. And it's hard to even move around. So the fact that he was out there running, and the things that they wrote about him coming out of college, and if you look at his college film as compared to how he looked on the field last year, you read about him, his hips on a swivel. You know, he was great at getting around the receiver, and you just didn't see that same type of mobility. He almost ran sideways, like he wasn't turned, and that's because every movement in your core is attached to your groin. That's just, having had those injuries, I'm literally like, I'm surprised he wasn't worse, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. No, totally agree with you, Rachel, and stuff. And I love this panel because we have everybody from everywhere, all kinds of different opinions. Luke's got different opinion than mine and stuff. But everybody, you know what? Everybody knows their stuff, though. That's what I love about this. All right, Val, what do you think about Okudah? Oh, no, don't hold back.
That's where I'm probably going to go with this, but I'm going to also be fair with Okudah as well, because I think Okudah is going to be a good or a great player, but yes, he's technically going to be a bust simply because of that number 3 draft pick, which isn't his fault, but there's also other factors to that as well. You have like Rachel was talking about with the groin injuries, he had the surgeries. That's not going to make him healthy. No, okay? That's going to make him, be able to play. But still, when you have those type of injuries and you have those types of surgeries, it takes time to simply recover and re-strengthen that area, number one. And you're also now more prone to being injured again. So
he did just have that surgery, though. He had the surgery in December. So he's
right. So
he's healthy now. He's good
he's
to go.
healthy now.
healthy, but it does take time to actually strengthen that up and he hasn't really put it to the test quite yet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fair,
So
fair. That's fair.
And then let's put it to the test and see
Get him, Val.
if
Get
he's
him.
not injured. If he's not injured, he has, he can beat that bust mentality. But the problem is he probably won't. Not in the time frame that he's going to have.
I feel
Shout
you.
out to
I feel
Micro
you on that
Mike
one.
in the chat, too. What's up, Mike? How you
Yeah,
doing,
what
buddy?
up, Mike? You know what, though? I got to give a shout out to my man, Mark, because he is rocking a hella fresh jersey. Man, that
Yeah.
Barry Sanders throwback
Yeah,
is
man, that's
killer.
the Heads of Berry, buddy.
Man,
That's the
that
Vintage Berry.
is fresh. I can't even
Brother.
lie to you. I come here with my Darth Vader shirt on like I'm fly, but no.
Hey man, looking good, brother. Don't worry about it. You're looking good, man.
Never mind. That damn Barry Sanders is for smoking.
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah,
this word.
for
I got
sure,
another
for
gift,
sure.
man.
Maniac
Right
Tim,
on.
did you
Thank
get
you.
to answer the question? I want to
Yes,
make
I
sure you
did.
get in.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes,
I got everybody then.
Yeah,
That's
we got
amazing.
everybody. We got
Let's
everybody.
let's turn this back over to Kurt so we can get
All
it
right,
right.
so next question we got for the panel. Yeah, I finally got my internet fixed. Sorry about that, guys. Technology. You know what I'm saying? All right, so do you think what Wait, let me see if I can get the question first. All right. So Deshaun Hand has been working out with the veteran defensive tackle Michael Brockers. Do you think, if he gets healthy, will he be able to make the roster? I mean, can he stay on the field? Can he get healthy and just be a contributor to this roster and to this team? I go ahead. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. I think he's one of those guys. He could be he could be gone. I had him one of those guys that I thought he was going to be gone to me. So let's go to the panel to see what they have to say. We'll go to the TikTok queen herself, Rachel Marie Sports. What do you think about this question? Will Deshaun Hand be able to stay healthy and return to form, or be even better than he was before?
Man, I think the first part of this question just answers the rest for me. Will he be able to stay healthy? And I just think the answer is no. So I think that means that the answer to the rest of the question is no. And I hate to be, that negative about it, but I mean, we've been talking about if Deshaun Hand gets healthy, if Deshaun Hand gets healthy, if Deshaun Hand gets healthy, Deshaun Hand doesn't get healthy.
That's true.
It is what it is.
I mean,
I want to say,
true.
working out. Michael Brockers can show him a thing or two, right? But if he gets injured, it's like all for nothing. So that's my opinion.
True story. True story. All right. Let's go to the big fella himself, Maniac Tim. What you got, man?
Okay, well, remember Ziggy Ansah? We kept waiting for him to get healthy. He never did, so I don't see it.
That's a memory that I wanted to purge from my
I mean, it's he's
good
just
for 1 year.
Yeah, right. That's it.
True.
But for long term, no, I don't see it.
Yeah, I saw a Ziggy Ansah jersey on Fanatics for the Lions. I think it was like $10.
$5 now.
Yeah, I think it was overpriced. All right, Luke G, what you got, man? All right, Luke.
Did we lose Luke?
My bad. No, my bad. I got an email. I had to read that thing. I was reading it out loud because it wasn't making sense. But my bad. Listen, I agree with you. I don't think he's gonna be here. I just don't think he's gonna be here, and I don't care. I saw them. Oh, he working out with him. Good. You're gonna need that for your new team because I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be here. And the truth is that if you look at it, if let's say he is here, right? Like, how much time are they going to give him to get this thing together? He's literally can be considered an injury-prone player. Right. And so to me, I just don't see how him working out with him is going to do anything different for him, because at the end of the day, you got to still stay healthy and be able to get on the field when they put you on the field, and then you got to perform at those levels. He's one of those guys I think is out of here. I mean, they've been getting rid of a lot of people who've been hurt, and so I just think he's one of those guys who's gone.
Yeah, definitely. Matthew Ferguson in the chat say he has the real 94 jersey. Luther Ellis, he had it on the other day. It's pretty fresh as well.
Oh, yeah. It looks good for being that old, man. That dude kept it in shape.
And then someone said that Deshaun Hand's Mr. Glass.
Okay, that's funny. I didn't see that. I got so hilarious. I'm so far behind in the chat.
And before I go to the next person, this regime, if you can't get on the field, this regime is kicking you out the door. So that's one of the reasons why I said I don't think Deshaun Hand is going to be here to make a difference anyway. Mark, what do you have, man?
I think we're all on the same kind of page here. That this kid's right on the bubble. He showed that he can play some football as a rookie, but then he just can't stay healthy. Michael Brockers can show him, he can have some kind of magic potion for him to take, and it still might not work. So they're giving him a shot. This D line looks like it could potentially be loaded, and I think they're going to give him a shot to play either inside or outside, whatever he can handle. He doesn't stay healthy, he's gone. And then if he does stay healthy, it's just going to be a camp battle between him and a few guys. So we just need the kid to stay healthy. Bottom line, we're all on the same page here. If you can't stay healthy, Dan Campbell's going to show you the door, and it's just that simple. Yeah,
definitely. All right, let's go to the wife of the Frenchman, Queen of the Proud, Val. What do you think about Deshaun Hand And can he stay healthy and return to form or be even better? Or is it just like, show him the door?
Well, see, that's the thing. If you have to start a question with if a Lions player stays healthy, you should already know what the answer is.
For sure.
Oh, come
So
on.
no, I don't have any faith that he will get healthy, return to form, be better. Nada.
Okay.
What's up, North
I
End
got you on
Ken?
that one.
North
North
End Ken in the
End
chat.
Ken. What up, though? All right. LL Cool Torrance, what you got, brother?
I'm gonna say, yeah, I think he will stay healthy, and I think he will play okay. Because whenever he actually did, get some time, he looked okay, So I'm gonna say he'll stay healthy, and he'll look real good. He'll be a rotational defensive lineman that we need, and he's gonna help us turn everything around. He's gonna be a part of the turnaround process.
There's always got to be one guy to be that guy, right? It's got to be one fella.
That's all right.
Yeah, got to be one dude. Okay, I'm just messing with you, LL.
I
right,
just want LL to just give me some of them edibles when the show over, so I can have some.
All right, Jim, close it out, my man. What do you think about Deshaun Hand, man?
Here's what I think. I think if Michael Brockers is Mr. Miyagi and has some foot powder in there somewhere, maybe we're going to be okay. But Deshaun Hand has not told us that he can stay healthy, so I don't think that's going to work. Turner C. Burley in the chat. What up, man?
What's going on, man? Yeah, I just don't see it. He can do the hand rubbing or the cupping like they did in the Karate Kid. Nah, I just don't see it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He gone. All right, next question.
All right, here we go.
All right, NFL tells team that they could forfeit if unvaccinated players cause a COVID outbreak. Do you think that this is a reasonable rule? All right, we'll go to let's go to LL Cool Torrance. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what you got to say about this, brother. What you got to say about they could forfeit games if an unvaccinated player causes an outbreak. What do you think?
I guess I get it, like I understand, but I don't know, man. It really depends on your belief system in sports. Some people believe at some level there's some level of control and outcomes and things like that. So I don't know, man. If the test, you might get, was it the false positives and whatever, and after is it gonna be a system of they already marked it as a forfeit, and 3 weeks later they find out that it was a false positive, or however it go. I don't know, man. It's and I don't even know if it goes down like that, but I don't know, man. It's because I can see that affecting. I can see either affecting or not affecting big games based upon the COVID. So either somebody gonna have it and they're gonna say, "Oh, he don't got it," so they can go out there and play, and then the next team that they play gonna have a COVID outbreak because they played the guy who got it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's kind of a different. Hold on. That's kind of a different question you're answering, though. Let me. Hey, North End Ken with the 5. We're over the belief system. Period. All right. Here's the question is if a player causes an outbreak, not if they have test positive, if they infect other players and they become infected. So it's an unvaccinated player infecting the rest of his squad when you have multiple players that have now tested positive because they have been in contact with someone who is unvaccinated. That's the question. So if a person,
I think it may be some kind of crazy test like Jared Goff will have it the week before. You know what I'm saying? If let's say we are playing pretty well, and at some point we got a divisional game against, I'm not going in order of the schedule, but just giving a scenario. Mm-hmm. We going up against the Packers. You know what I'm saying? It's a big game for both of us. And Nasul and Ragnow and Goff, they can't play now. And then I don't know, man. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about it.
That's a fair assessment if you don't know enough about it. All right, Rachel, you have something to say. What do you got?
Okay, so this is not my opinion on whether or not you should get vaccinated. I'm not preaching to you about what you should do. I think there are major caveats with this rule for instance, what if a vaccinated player causes an outbreak because they get it? Because I know for a fact vaccinated people have still gotten COVID. So how do you, what do you do then? Everybody's punished because that person was vaccinated, but they got COVID, and maybe it's other people. That's the caveat with this rule.
There's a different rule for that. There's a different rule for people who got it and got vaccinated. There's a different rule for that. The rule is for unvaccinated players. There is a different rule for that. They're looking at it where with the unvaccinated players causing an outbreak. If a person that is vaccinated gets it, there's a different rule for that. And the reason why
it should be the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Yes. The NFL is not the same thing. Yes. The same thing. The difference is if a player who is unvaccinated and has the potential of causing a major outbreak on a roster, that is a issue because the player isn't vaccinated. That if a person who's vaccinated has a lower potential of spreading it because they're vaccinated, they can test positive, but they have a lower chance of spreading it. The rule is if a player who's unvaccinated player causes an outbreak, there's a financial ramifications to that roster, right? To that team. That team could have to pay the revenue for the lost wages for that game for the revenue shares, because if they have to forfeit because the player didn't get his shot and they have to forfeit because of that player didn't get his shot, that's the issue. So the NFL is like, I want you to get vaccinated because we want everybody to be safe. Now we understand that there's issues with people getting the COVID and they have had the vaccination. They're not looking at that. They're looking at the higher contagious, especially with the Delta variant, of unvaccinated players getting their whole team having an outbreak of COVID. That's what they're looking at.
Yeah, I disagree with you, Kurt. I really am.
How would they know? I mean, I just think this. I don't disagree with this rule, but I just think it's complicated too, because what if they come in for testing and a couple players test positive, maybe some are vaccinated and some are unvaccinated, and contact tracing isn't 100% accurate? How do you know who started it? How do you know who caused the outbreak? I don't know. There's so many questions that I have about this rule. And it's neither here nor there whether I agree or disagree with it. My brain goes, well, how do they know who started it if multiple people come in and they have it? Because contact tracing is what they use to try to tell who was the initial point. But what if it was somebody not on the team that multiple players were around, and like one vaccinated person has it and one unvaccinated? Like, I don't know. It could get very complicated. I think it gets very dicey.
Yeah. It is a very complicated rule, but one thing I had to say about this, the NFL Players Association signed off on it. They had to sign up on that letter before it went out. So the NFLPA is like, "Gay, it is what it is." So
for player safety, I mean, obviously it's better to keep the masses vaccinated so that you don't have the league's not rampant.
Right. Another thing, Ken making a good point with a super chat saying that the rules is a soft way of mandating vaccinations. If you look at what's the player out there, DeAndre Hopkins was like, he might look at going playing somewhere else. This might be the end of his career in the NFL just because of this rule. Val, you had something to say. I know you disagree with what I said. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
I don't have a problem with the idea that there should be that kind of a punishment for forfeiting games or whatever. The problem with me is semantics here. Mm-hmm. It's to me it's targeting. And here's the thing. Go ahead and issue a forfeiture for if a player causes an outbreak, vaccinated or unvaccinated. I'm cool. That's cool. But you're targeting, because here's the thing, even with that Delta variant, even with the virus, with the vaccine, even vaccinated players are causing huge outbreaks in the sports leagues, according to the CDC. So why are you only targeting unvaccinated? I read that this morning directly from the CDC that they're having an issue in the sports league with vaccinated players causing breakthrough with that breakthrough illnesses causing outbreaks.
Well, I'll say it like this: with the NFL, and we all love the NFL, but the NFL is a private industry, right? Mm-hmm. And there's nothing saying that the NFL can enforce its own rules on the vaccination. Lots of people don't know, or you don't know. Your private employer can require you to be vaccinated to go to work. That there are instances of that in the private industry, and the NFL is a private industry. They haven't said, "Hey, you have to get vaccinated," but like Dorothy and Ken said, this is the kind of a way that they're kind of making it. What do you got, Mark?
Yeah, you know what? I'm on the fence with this. I'm not an anti-vaxxer or a pro-vaxxer. I think you should be able to do whatever you want with your body, and I just think this is kind of pushing the narrative that, okay, if you don't get vaccinated, this is what's going to happen to you. And it's a negative way. They're going to take people's money away from you. You know what I mean? You're not going to get a game check. It just to me, it rubs me the wrong way. Mm-hmm. I don't like it. We have Taylor Decker on our team right now, who's not against getting vaccinated. So what happens if we lose him? You know what I mean? Lions fans are going to lose their minds. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's going to cause a divide. This whole thing causes a divide. I think it's ridiculous, man. You should be able to do what you want with your body, and you shouldn't be. This is forcing people to do what they don't want to do. Like you said, we have DeAndre Hopkins threatening retirement. We got Cole Beasley is another guy that's came out against it. There's other football players that have came out and just lost it about this. The NFL can't afford to start losing players like that. You know what I mean? It's just the NFL needs to sit down. Hold on. People. What's up?
The NFL don't give a shit. The NFL cares less, because guess what?
100%.
There's another DeAndre Hopkins in college. There's another Cole Beasley in college. They're like, we don't care. This is our rules, our private corporation. We have our rules. If you don't want to play by our rules, you can go, because there's another guy that's going to take your place right behind you. The NFL has no care about that at all. That's just, that's just straight up.
I know, but it's not right, man. It's not right. It's causing a divide, man. There could be guys in the locker room start fighting each other over shit like this. You know what I mean? It's just.
I mean, I feel what you're saying.
It's a divisive
topic.
I agree with that. Let's get to our super chat here. North End Ken says Kurt Steele is so legit today, bro.
I understand what everyone's saying. I have, 100%. And I get what people are saying. I get it. It's a very divisive topic. Some people say most people will say it's a public safety issue. Right, because not only are they infecting their players, they can take it.
A vaccine does not mean that you're going to not spread it.
You know what though? And here's my thing: less than one. It's even less than of a percent. Less than of 1% of people who have been vaccinated have gotten COVID. So that's less than 1%.
There were 5,000 people
can I jump in here?
Got the vaccine and then got COVID.
It happens. But it's if you look at the numbers of vaccinated people towards the people who have had it and gotten COVID, is less than 1%.
But it's even worse with the way that the sports leagues operate. Even the CDC has admitted to that.
Yeah, it is very close contact, and I get what you're saying. Yeah, it is. I mean, I think that they should go back to maybe when they're in close contact, close quarters, go back to wearing masks.
I think
we got to get to some other people on this.
It should have just been what should have been: if an outbreak occurs, you have to forfeit. This is the punishment, plain and simple, not one or the other.
Or I'm just going to move on to something else, because you know what I mean.
I'm finna kill this whole thing. First of all, the whole entire topic is ridiculous. Y'all, the NFL is full of crap, and y'all bought into a hook, line, and sinker. I'm finna show y'all why I know the NFL is full of crap. Because they're talking this forfeiting games and all this other crap. So if that happens in the playoffs, or hey, let's say the Super Bowl, they ain't finna cancel a damn thing and forfeit nothing. They're not finna have that. There's too much money lost, and that's a business that is ran for and by money. Y'all overthinking it. This is just something to scare people, and it is working in a way that it shouldn't be. They're not doing any of this. Forfeit again. Let it be a Monday night game, and they tell me, "Oh, well, you just forfeit and take a loss." Yeah, okay. Come on, man. They're not doing that.
We are quickly running out of time here. I'm going to go to some questions from the people in the chat. Do you think? Let's get off this subject.
It was very volatile. It was a very volatile topic.
Do you think the Lions will get Sam Howell next year? I'll go to Rachel. What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm not even gonna pretend to know the answer to that question. I don't know. All right. I'm too focused on this year. I haven't even started thinking about next year yet, to be completely real.
We haven't even seen.
I'll answer that question, Jim. I hope not.
Same with me.
Yeah, same here. I hope not too.
We got Jared Goff.
I hope Goff.
We haven't even seen Goff play yet, and we're already talking about somebody else.
Right.
I'm sorry. Get your questions in. Let's see. I wouldn't say the NFL wouldn't try it, is what North End Ken says. $5 super chat. Thank you, North End Ken.
Try anything once.
I'd take Rattler. I'd actually take Rattler over Howard.
Yeah, I would take Rattler
as
over
well.
Howard. Yeah. Howard.
Neither of those.
We won't be picking high enough to take either of them. So y'all need to start thinking.
There you go, Luke.
There you go, Luke. Bring that energy.
Positive thinking. I watch him.
I'm not as positive as you are. We've had discussions, and I'm nowhere near where you're at. Ain't no way they're making the playoffs, in my opinion.
Not a chance.
Luke, hey, that's why we're all on this panel. We all have different thoughts.
Like 799 in the building. What's good?
799. What up?
Yeah, I just don't see us picking high enough to get there. And that's not me serving up Kool-Aid. Let's say, for example, they don't make the playoffs, right? Let's say they go 79. They're still not high enough at 79 to get a quarterback. The only way they're going to be high enough to get a quarterback if they bum out, and it's just not going to happen. So they're going to be a team above 500 or above, and at the end of the day, you're not going to be picking high enough. So if I were y'all, you better start thinking safeties, start thinking other positions, because I can tell you right now,
I like the safety.
We won't be high enough to get a quarterback like that. And if it was up to me, if I could have either Howell or Rattler, I would take Howell.
I'd take Rattler. That's
Rattler.
just me.
Who's going to be our leading jersey seller this season? Penei Sewell.
That's what I think too, but Hawkinson as well, I think.
Hawks too, yeah.
Throw a sleeper in Ragnow.
Ooh.
Ragnow.
I want a Ragnow.
I'm kidding.
All the offensive linemen are going to be the other.
Rory.
Rory.
We kind of touched on this. It says, what do you think the record is going to be next year? We'll hit everybody on the panel and just go quickly. What do you think the record is going to be? I'm going to start out. I'm going to say 5-12. That's where I got them at. What do you got, Kurt?
6-11.
Val?
5-12.
LL?
9-8.
Ooh. Mark?
5-12.
Man, me too. Tim?
8-9.
Okay. Luke?
9-8.
All right. Rachel?
7-10.
And that's why we're all on this panel, because we have so many different opinions. We really do. Black or white jerseys. I like the black in the jerseys. I liked that from way back when. And new helmets. Heck yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
What do you guys
definitely.
think?
I would love to see a Honolulu blue helmet, or at least bring the Honolulu blue face mask back.
Oh, yeah.
Bring the blue face mask back. I like
Or
those.
the black face mask. I like the black face mask.
Turner
the
Burley
black
has
face mask is nice.
9-8. Big West Kivinen 7-10. 5-12 for Dr. Detroit. Now we got a lot of people out here. Okay. The Rams. Let's see if we got anything else here. I don't see it. We're going to go to final thoughts. We ran a little bit long today, but that's all right. You know, we love to talk Lions football, so we get a little animated and excited. And Devin 99 0-17. Thanks, man. Come on now. I know you're a Pistons fan, but come on now.
Bro, that was messed up.
That's messed
Damn,
up.
even Patricia could pull out a few wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he can do it, I mean, why the hell, you know?
Yeah. Fatty
All
Patty
right,
can get at least 2
let's
wins.
give our final thoughts. I'll start us out. I really appreciate this panel. I mean, you know what? We just get together to talk football. It is so much fun. All kinds of different opinions, all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of different ways we all see things. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you on the panel. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Man, you guys are so cool. You show up and show out every time we do this. So I appreciate you guys too. I ain't gonna go too long-winded. I don't want to preach up in here. So we'll go over to Maniac Tim. What do you got for your final thoughts today, then, man?
Well, number one is great to be back.
Yes,
I enjoyed it. It has really grown, and it goes by support from everybody, from our subscribers, from our members. I mean, hey, we appreciate all you guys, and tell your friends, be back, and thank you for being here. And go Lions. And this is in reference to Pride of Detroit, but I always want the Lions to win for the pride of it, for the pride of themselves, for the pride of the city of Detroit, for the pride of the state of Michigan. Go Lions.
Oh, Uncle Timmy bringing the fire.
that's right. Why don't you go? What are your final thoughts for today?
Oh, it's always fun as usual. Even when we fight, we still have fun.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all love, baby, here in the Lions on the Prowl family. So if you guys want to hang out with us after the show, you can always find us on Twitter and on Facebook. We have a really fantastic group that shares lots of great stuff. And we've got a TikTok as well. So come check us out on all those platforms. But until next Friday, have some fun and work hard and do all the things that Kurt tells you to be.
Yeah.
All those great things. All right, Rachel, what you got for your final thoughts today?
First thing, and I don't know why this came to mind first, but I just want to say Tigers 6 games straight.
7.
That's what I'm talking about. 7. Sorry, 7. You're right. I knew I was going to be a number off. 7 games straight. Hell yeah. Go Tigers. But also always good talking football with you guys. Like Jim said, we get healthy debates in here, and it's so much fun because I get to the regular season and have some less healthy debates watching the games. So it's always fun. It's always fun to be among people who can debate in a healthy manner. But you guys make sure you're staying tuned with Detroit Lions on the Prowl and all the content they're putting out and everybody's individual channels. I know everybody puts out a lot of great content on their own. You can catch me mainly on the Woodward Sports Network, doing some TikToks, Friday night videos, trying to help you get through the off season. Training camp is right around the corner. We are so close. And as always, one pride.
Oh, that was awesome, Rachel. I don't know how people can follow that up, but LL Core Torrance, I'm going to give you a chance to try to do that there.
Oh man, Mango, I'm taking us down a couple steps this morning. I lost a good friend of mine, my dog, my cat. His name is Woods Cat. So
I'm
I mean,
so sorry.
they
Sorry, bro.
old. He had a long life. He had about 6 or 7 birthdays a year, so he didn't go out sad. So whatever. But happy Friday to everybody. It's the weekend. Don't let this make y'all too sad. But thanks to see y'all today. Glad to see Luke G back. Welcome. I forgot my man name already, but my first time being on with him. But glad to be on with y'all, and let's go Lions.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Really am.
Sorry, brother.
I appreciate it.
I lost my cat a couple of years ago. I've been with us for quite a while, and it hurts, man. It's like part of the family. It really is. So
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. For real.
I appreciate
Mark.
it.
Okay, so now we're trying to follow that up. But Mark's got a really good channel.
man.
If you don't know about it, it's Orem's Forum, part of ISN. Got to go over and check out that content too. We're all one big crazy Lions family over here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks to everybody on the panel. It was good meeting you guys for the first time. I haven't met a few of you, so thanks for that. Thanks everybody in the chat. Yeah, check me out on YouTube, Mark Orem, Orem's Forum. I do videos on. Mainly, I'm just doing the Detroit Lions. I do some Detroit Tigers as well, but I've been focusing on just football right now, and I'm part of the ISN group, and we always do live streams all the time. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, no worries. We got everybody, but we got. You know what? I'm not going to forget my man Luke G. Come on, man. You always bring it.
No, listen. It's always fun to come on here and talk sports, man. Like I said, it's been a fun week again. Anytime you lose anything, I know it's a hurtful feeling. So again, condolences. But I had a positive quote for the people. You can either stay asleep with your dreams or wake up and make them a reality. It's time for you to get going. Okay. Dreams are just what they are. They're dreams, but they don't have to remain dreams. Just simply find a reason to move forward and put one foot in front of the other to make them a reality. And at that point, there's no need for you to sleep on what you've been doing. You are going to be living what you slept on in the beginning. With that being said, as always, don't be no chump until you subscribe to all the people on the panel and show them some love and hit those likes and subscribe buttons.
Thank you, Luke. Really appreciate it. And we're only at 2,000 some subscribers, but we're on the march to 10,000. That's our little thing going on right now. So I'm just letting you know, if you could subscribe, that would be great to the channel.
The campaign to 1 million continues.
1 million.
1 million.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I might be 100 years old by that time. I don't know.
Man, listen, it's doable. I don't see why every person on this panel can't have 1 million subscribers. YouTube is a big arena. And we can all get 1 million. So that's everybody get us to 1 million.
Yeah, all of
There
it.
you
That
go.
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right, Kurt, take us home. I appreciate
right.
each and every one of you guys.
All right. Yeah, good, healthy discussion today. We appreciate you guys being here on the panel. As always, we're brought to you by Delightful Bites Cookie Company on Free for All Fridays. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. My final thoughts is I had some fun today with you guys. And you know what you got to do. Whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For the panel, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.